Hello? Hello? Ah, the telephone call. Hand-printed and hand-bound by Mark Cockram in 2023. Film compiled, edited and filmed, made, etc. in 2024. One print technique that I really like using is lino cut or lino block printing. It's relatively straightforward to do and has a great history. First sort of being used by artists and students in the late 19th and early 20th centuries when they were experimenting to find alternative methods of making prints, away from wood and etching and all that sort of thing. One of the nice things about using lino as a print medium is that you don't really need that many tools. A few rollers perhaps, the lino itself of course, a few inks. I tend to use oil-based inks, though people do use water-based, and a few cutting tools, and away you go. Simple really. One of the nice things about lino cutting, block printing, that sort of thing, is a lot of it can be done by hand. But I have a proofing press, which I tend to use quite a lot. I really do enjoy using it. It sort of not speeds up my work, but I can work with a pace. And for the telephone call, I was layering print upon print, creating this sort of montage effect, and I really did enjoy doing it. I love this style of work. And so we come to the book itself. Well, let's get the text specs, or some of the text specs, out of the way. The binding itself is a minimalist flat typeback with goatskin to the spine and palimpsest parchment to the front and back boards. And obviously there's a lino cut to the front board. It's a laminated board attachment for those of you who want to know such things. In total there were two sections hand sewn onto linen, so it's secondary sewn. We're looking at the front doublure at the moment, but it's leather jointed made end papers, again to edge doublures, and my binder stamp I think is on the back doublure somewhere or other. The paper I used was a Hahnemühle Burger Buten paper with multiple hand cut and printed lino cuts, hand set type, and a little bit of spray and stencil work as well. I have been told that size is important, so let's get those all-important measurements out of the way. I'm going to be using centimetres and millimetres, though of course other units of measurement are available. The height is 29.8, the width is 27.6, and the thickness of the spine is a whopping huge 11 millimetres. Reoccurring images and confusion, telephone calls jumble from page to page, and a manifestation of the subconscious, of the half-heard and half-remembered. Colours, lines, shapes and forms become shadows as they are covered by the darkness of the forgotten, only to be rediscovered in a different place and time. What and how do we remember? The Telephone Call by Mark Cockram, 2023, hand-bound and hand-printed. Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.